We call them ducks. And these ducks, they always tell you the reason why they can't get successful. We have what are called reason people. And reason people are the ones that gives you all the frickin' reasons why they can't go out and become successful. They're filled with reasons. It costs too much money, I have to work too hard, I have to travel too far, I have to risk taking it. And I call them ducks. Quack, quack, fucking ducks. Quack, 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 right? Those are basically the losers in life. We call them ducks. And these ducks, they always tell you the reason why they can't get successful. And they wallow around in a duck pond filled with duck shit and don't really ever go anywhere. They're so sold on their own story, the story they create up here, their own narrative, the tale they create about why they can't get what they want. And it's actually the story that they tell themselves about why they can't get what they want that stops them from getting what they want. They're so ingrained, they're so sold on their own story about it's their parents' fault, it's the government's fault, it's society's fault, it's their boss's fault, it was their third grade teacher's fault, it's their mommy, quack, 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 fucking quack. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Those are the ducks of the world. And we all know them. We know some of them. And on the other side of the equation, you have what are called results people. Results people. And these are the people who just get shit done. They get results. They don't buy into a bullshit story. They take action. They overcome. They either find a way or they make a way. And I call those people eagles. We call these people eagles because they soar. Eagles soar and they get shit done. These are the people that end up getting rich in life. They get promotions at work, they become top producers, they start successful companies, they employ other people, they take care of their parents, they help out people in their community, they solve people's problems. They're eagles. And then you have fucking quack, quack ducks, right? And here's the truth. Ready? I have some good news for you. In this room, in this entire room, filled with all these people, there's not one single duck among you. There are no ducks here. There's not. And you know why I know that? You know how I know that? Because ducks don't come to these rooms. They won't come. They will never walk in the door. Because when a guy like me, who shoots it straight, who gives you, by the way, just so you know, when I'm done with this whole thing, I'm just gonna give you strategy. We're gonna get into strategy, how to make money. But they don't wanna hear that. They don't wanna hear about how they can become successful, how they can pull themselves up by their own bootstraps and drop that narrative. They're too invested in their misery and their failure, their mediocrity and their averagism. They don't wanna know this. They won't come to these rooms. So there's not a single duck among you. And that's a good thing. You know why? Because one of the hardest things to do in the world is to turn a duck into an eagle. It's like fucking impossible. It is real. I'm good, guys. I think I'm probably better at this than anyone in the world, really, of making people rich. But I can't turn a duck into an eagle. It's fucking impossible, right? But there are no ducks here. But let me tell you what there are, what there's a lot of in this room. And this is true, I promise you. We have thousands and thousands of people who are eagles here, but you've had your wings clipped. Something happened along the way. You were born an eagle, you were born to be great, You deserve to be great. You have the DNA, the genetics to be great, but somehow you got your wings clipped. Either you went into business and failed, maybe you grew up in the wrong family, they told you things that inserted limiting beliefs in your head. You ended up in a very, maybe you took a chance and just, shit happens. Listen, honestly, we live in a world where shit happens. That's why they have bumper stickers that say shit happens, because shit does happen. You're walking along, you're doing everything right, and bam, you get hit between the eyes with a lump of elephant shit. It just happens. And it sometimes is no fault of your own. But eagles will move through that. Eagles overcome and they get shit done. But what happens sometimes is when you go through a bad spell, something happens. I find very often that we have eagles that start thinking like ducks. But you're still an eagle. And guess what? For all of you here, I'm here to give you your wings back. That's why I'm here today. Does that sound good? Yes or yes? Because here's the deal. The fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard said in the self-development world is this. Number one stupidest thing. I want you to jump and grow wings on the way down. What a load of bullshit that is. Let me tell you something. If you jump and just without knowing what to do, and you just try to grow your wings, you'll crash into the fucking ground and die. And when you're on the ground, your enemies are pissing on you and giving you the finger. It doesn't work. You can't jump and grow wings. What you have to do is learn certain skills. There's certain things you have to know. Certain rules of business. How to start a business, how to grow a business, how to sell, how to market. There's certain basic rules. Now, here's the difference. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to grow big, giant wings. What you want is like little nubby wings, little small wings, like winglets, but enough that when you start clapping, they get stronger. So when you jump, you start sinking a bit and sinking a bit and sinking, but you start you're flapping like fucking crazy, you're working your ass off, 18-hour days, and you're learning, you're growing, and all of a sudden, boom, you soar to success. That's the way it really is in the world. You can't jump, you can't leap without looking. You gotta know what you gotta do. You wanna model people who are successful, and there are certain very basic strategies that I can teach you very quickly that will really help you grow those little wings, those winglets, so that when you jump, you can succeed and make massive money and get fucking rich. Because let me tell you something, I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time, and I never look back, ever.